A little more than a month ago, a very successful World Cup. FIFA, the world governing body of soccer, is now cooking up something new. It's given its member organizations and clubs until September 19th to sign off on a proposed plan to sell off shares of its most prestigious tournaments, and it's causing some controversy. FIFA President Gianni Infantino is proposing a new body, 20% of which would be owned by private investors. That body would then run major tournaments, including the World Cup. One of the primary private investors would be Josh Kushner, the brother-in-law of President Trump's daughter Ivanka. The plan is being criticized by most international soccer federations, renewing long-standing accusations of corruption. Joining us now is Margaret Fleming. She reports on the business of soccer for Front Office Sports. So, Margaret, first of all, this is a very complicated proposal, but why is it being met so negatively by so many organizations?
Yeah, FIFA has a responsibility. It's the governing body, like you said. It's regulator. It puts on these tournaments, and now it's really going full force into the commercial side, or at least it wants to. And a lot of these federations, the continental bodies, are really not happy with this. They're saying football is not FIFA's to sell. This is a sport. This matters to fans. This belongs to the fans. And this doesn't belong to private investors.
Is there a model in other sports like this?
Yeah, we see a lot of private investment moving into sports lately. We've seen it with the NFL. We've seen it with Josh Kushner's own firm has stakes in the Giants. He has stakes in the Miami Heat. We've seen the private investors in sports. We've seen similar models as well with this commercial thing in Formula One and other soccer bodies in Europe. And so it isn't that it's uncommon, but it's more that it's the governing body aspect of it that's uncommon, because this happens in private leagues, but it's a little different when you get into something like a regulator like FIFA.
Gotcha. And so FIFA offered its clubs $40 million each if they sign on to the plan. Some leagues are saying that's a red flag in itself.
For sure. Some are saying that it's feeling like bribery almost, to say we're giving you 53 days and you can either take this offer and you'll get $40 million and more in future World Cup cycles, or if not, you'll get $10 million. And there's a big difference for countries that aren't, top contenders in the World Cup. $40 million makes a big difference in terms of going to your youth development or your facilities, things like that. That's a lot of money. And so a lot of places are saying that this kind of feels like bribery.
Well, it's a short amount of time to make that big of a decision, too. But why is this renewing accusations?
FIFA in 2015, officials were arrested, and then there ended up being, dozens of guilty pleas. There were so many indictments about these corruption allegations back in the day. New leadership has since come in and taken over for FIFA, but there's kind of this lingering feeling for a lot of people that FIFA has these sort of ghosts of corruption. And so when there's these big, a lot of money coming in, people are wondering, wait a minute, is FIFA making money off of this? You're capping how much the federations make. How much can FIFA make? It's not going to the private investors now, but they can sell it for more. What is all this money going into, basically? So there's kind of these questions. Yeah.
Ghosts of Corruption, is that the name of your next book? It should be.
Maybe my first one, yeah.
It's a great term. Margaret Fleming, thank you.
Thank you.